Alright everybody, and what you're seeing here is dash cam footage off of the Wolfbox G900 at night, and you can see that it is snowing quite decently well and the road is snow covered. So this was the first decent test of the new General Grabber ATx's on the truck, as well as a good test of the amber fog lights. If you look down towards the fog lights here, where the yellow is, there's a lot less snowflakes being reflected back towards the truck, whereas in the white of the headlights, those reflections are much brighter. Down in the yellow, you don't really see it so much. So when I get a new front bumper, I will be putting an amber light bar in there, specifically for cases like when it snows like this. I can at least drive down the road without blinding myself with snow. It was snowing decently hard this night. This was Thanksgiving evening, coming back home from my parents, and yeah, I can honestly say the General Grabbers definitely have more forward bite than the Hancocks do, and they most definitely have more lateral grip as well. Now granted, I'm not going particularly fast, but that's because visibility wasn't that great. I really couldn't see much beyond where the headlights are. In some cases closer visually. The camera doesn't do it justice. But the truck felt significantly more planted in these conditions with, the few inches that's across the road here. This is where the Hancock struggled the most, is when you get that first 2 to 3 inches on the pavement where they struggled the most. The Generals are just eating it up. I didn't need to use four-wheel drive at all. Two-wheel drive handled it just fine, whereas in the Hancocks, I probably would have needed four-wheel drive to get it going out of corners at least. But again, I'm impressed with how much less snow reflectivity there is in the amber fog lights than there is in the white of the headlights themselves. Now when Anzo USA gets around to releasing their D41 headlights, I will be upgrading to those at some point, because you can change the color of the accent lights from white to amber, because those accent lights throw a lot of white light out of there, and you can see those in the snow. So being able to switch those to amber will be fantastic. There's less white output going into the snow conditions like this, especially at night. I am thinking about doing the CBI front bumper with a Dial Dynamics 30-inch light bar, and now that they got their new Stage Series 2.0s, I may also end up upgrading the fog lights to the SS6 2.0s. They're significantly brighter and much cleaner looking housings. Hopefully those will bolt up to the Fox Beam bezels that I have now, because the Fox Beam bezels, they are discontinued at this time. Dial Dynamics no longer carries them. Fox Beam no longer carries them. They're not printing them. All Dogs Off-Road, they are not currently carrying them. Although rumor has it they may be working on a solution. I don't know for sure. I don't have any contacts there with All Dogs Off-Road. So this information that I'm saying that they might be working on a fog light solution is coming from one of my viewers. So take it with a grain of salt. They may or may not be. It'd be great if they were, because that's another company, more support for the platform, and I'm all for it. So, yeah, I'm not really going that fast. This is the video straight out of the camera on the Wolf box. This is unedited, so there's no touch-ups going on. This is straight from camera. No tweaks to exposure, no tweaks to contrast. Just straight up, right out of the camera. This is how you see it. Now keep in mind, this GPS here, the speed is actually about 2 miles an hour off. It's actually 2 miles an hour slower than actual speed. And the GPS module for the Wolf box is actually in the headliner above my visor. So this part of the video here, I'm actually rolling into Alpena from the Alpena Township area, heading towards US 23 south. Once I pass this gas station here on the left. So coming up to the stop sign, the traction for stopping is pretty good. Probably a little bit more confident inspiring than the Hancocks were. As you can see, once I get going from the stop sign, no issues really getting going either. And of course, I'm not stomping on it, and I'm not in four-wheel drive either, but I can pull away from the stop sign there confidently. Just normal driving. I'm not having to light-foot it or nothing like that. Rolling past the Chevy dealer. Rolling up on the Ace and Ford dealer here on the right. As you can see, it is still snowing pretty good. Alpena was under a pretty heavy snow squall for a good while. They ended up having about a half a foot of snow on the ground the next day, so yeah. Coming up on this intersection here, the rear did get a little squirrely, so there might have been some ice under there. But during this time, I could feel the tires trying to grab the pavement. So when it did slide, it wasn't like a clean, smooth slide. It was kind of like a rough slide. So they were trying to grab traction, which they did. The Hancocks right there would have just straight up given up. So this is nice here that they were able to put the power down. So yeah, so far my initial impressions in the snow, these Generals are superior to the Hankook Dynapro AT2s. So this has been a Frontier Michigan video. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below what you think.